Hello everyone, it's me, Hyper. We're here, back, Rising Phoenix, round number 12, here at the Germany. Germany, yeah, we're here at Germany. So I just want to welcome everyone to the stream, welcome everyone back to the league, blah blah blah. Last week, we didn't actually stream, well, last week we didn't have any races, but the week before, I do apologise for not streaming, that was my bad. Just want to say, I do apologise. So yeah, as everyone knows, links in the chat, so we go when that's in. There we go, everyone's seen it, we're in. Yep, we're here at Germany, as per usual. Anyone in the notification gang today? Yep. Hello, Aiden, aka Mayor Man, a new racer that's joined us in the league. Welcome to the stream, my friend, and welcome back to Rising Phoenix. Obviously, this is your first time here, so we'll make sure you get introduced to everyone. But unfortunately, it's a little turnout tonight. Not my fault. Just, yeah, people can't make it today. Unfortunately, things like that do happen, and, you know, we understand that. And, you know, it happens, like, it just, yeah. And so there are always going to be weeks where you have less drivers than others. And Swanee's joined. Yeah, boys. We have a Swanee. Give me a sec, guys. I'll be back in a second. Well, I won't be back. Invite Swanee to the party, my Jew. So, obviously that's Black Phoenix and me talking in chat. I'm just going to Rising Phoenix on my own account. Welcome to Osmic, to the stream, or welcome to site. Also decided that I'm going to change up the way I look at things, so telemetry is going to be off for quali, but in the race I'm going to turn it on. That's kind of how I like to do things. So Swanee will be able to ready up and pick a car, probably. Hopefully. I hope it can. Hi Swanee. Just want to say hi. Oh yeah, I've got it muted. Oh, and I actually made myself an admin now. When did I do that? I've literally just been logging in between both my Rising Phoenix and my main Hyperwars account, just to make sure that I'm a moderator on the streams, but, you know, for some reason, I'm already a moderator, so yeah. Anyway, we're going to go out with buttons back, unless someone is actually further. Nope. No. Nope. Nope. No. So we're going to go watch buttons back, one of the two McLaren drivers for tonight. And oops, I've just gone to the wrong stream. Oof, that's a big oof. What I do need to tell you though is the standings. So whilst we watch these outlaps, I will go to the standings and tell you them now. See, we kind of missed out for the last week or so. So I do apologise on that. Unfortunately, I'm no longer doing our weekly roundups. I just simply don't have the time. So anyway, in first place is Black Phoenix with 239. Second is Bazooka Joe with 140. Third is RKI with 95. Fourth is Jonas with 75. Fifth, Oppiolu with 70. Sixth, Crackerjack with 66. Seventh, Buttons Back with 61. Eighth, Agent Limitless with 47. Drawing 9th and 10th is Tom AJ and Paraplays, both with 44. In 11th is Tibson with 40. 12th is Swanee with 38. 13th is BJ with 26. 14th is Racing Maestro with 14. 15th is Colin with 23. 16th is SL Phoenix with 15. 17th is Mr. Dude with 13. 18th is Has UK with 11. 19th F1 Grosjean with 10. And 19th Rider PJ Killer with 10 as well. 20th RTYT Sadiablo with 8. 21st Charter Fellain with 5. And 22nd T Funky with 0. Kind of unfortunate there that he still got 0, but I'm sure he'll gain a point eventually. He had a flag in Sector 1, but we're still on with buttons back. So just go to the constructor standings. McLaren winning 302. Alfa Romeo second with 184. Team Reserve third with 117. Well on the buttons back for the fastest lap. Then in fourth is Mercedes with 110. Fifth, Williams with 99. Sixth, Racing Point with 88. Seventh, Red Bull with 73. 8th, Toro Rosso with 59. 9th, Haas with 33. 10th Ferrari with 15, and 11th Renault with 10. As Tibson beats the fastest lap by 2 tenths, and Colin goes behind by 2.5 seconds, but he's on the mediums, so we have to understand that he would technically be slower at this point. As we're now watching Kart close up on Ryder PJ Killer. Ryder PJ Killer moves out of the way as he's on his hard lap. So yellow in sector 3, I do believe that would have been Ryder there. But anyway, I'm presuming Kart's about to come in for a... No, Kart's going into the pits as Ryder PJ Killer will be joining him. So both of them coming back in. Unsure on the weather today, so do leave a comment below and tell me if it's raining or not. So currently it's kind of overcast here. So True Grosjean and Racing Maestro both failed their laps, well, their first initial laps. Can either of them improve here? Don't know if you can actually hear that Red Bull engine. I'm hoping you can. But Racing Maestro comes in the 1/3. Nope, comes in valid lap time. Black Phoenix at a 112.6 on the hards. Mega Man at 113.7 on the softs. Crackerjack with a 113.3 on the mediums. Just in front of Mega Man by 4 tenths. Colin only just able to beat his time. Now he's up by 5 tenths. F1 True Grosjean with 114.5 on the hards. Pretty good lap time so far. And the second best hard runner when people have kind of already been out on it. So I think that was a Alpha going out of the pits, which would be Bazooka Joe. And my mic sounds really quiet. Let me just sort this out. There we go. Now doesn't it sound so quiet? I'm not sure if there'll be people setting a second lap out on the track here, but Crackerjack has gone quite wide. So I presume he was either moving out the way of someone or just doing something. As Black Phoenix heads back into the pits himself, Crackerjack obviously not really setting a lap. Colin here, probably looking to improve on his lap time, which I'm pretty sure he can do. I'm expecting this to be a decent 113. And currently looking at it, I believe Colin is up on his time. Obviously, I can't tell you that by just looking. But nope, he's gone back into the pits and has finished his lap on the mediums. Well, stint, technically. Grosjean, I believe, will be doing the same. And look at that, I'm right. I'm always right. Crackerjack, have you run out of fuel, or are you just, like, really... Oh, he's run out of fuel. Crackerjack. Racing Maestro has finally set a lap of a 113.4. So well on him. Beating Mayor Man by a few tenths here. As Bazooka Joe is going to start his lap on the hards. And if I was Bazooka Joe right now, I'd be really hoping just to be in the 113s. I definitely think getting between Racing Maestro and Mayor Man could set him up well. But beating Racing Maestro will definitely give Bazooka Joe the edge today, and should really let him fight the top 3. And if he can beat Crackerjack, then there's a hell lot more of a chance he can, but I really think getting stuck behind Racing Maestro or Mayo Man at the start could be quite costly for him. Same thing with Carter Verlaine. You don't want to get stuck behind the fast drivers, the slow drivers, sorry. You want to be up there, ready to fight. So give me a second, guys. I'm just going to talk to Swanee quickly. Hey, Swanee, you able to choose a car? That sucks. Okay, well, good luck. Yeah, don't worry. Me and the stream know that. I'll see you after the race, my G. If any of you heard Swanee there, he's a lad. It's a dry race. We can confirm on Crackerjack it's a dry race, as we missed half of Bazooka Joe's lap there. I'm sorry, Bazooka Joe. You got a 113.382, so beat Crackerjack. And you know what? Respect on that one as Carter Verlaine gets invalid. Carter Verlaine, man. See, the one good thing here, I believe, is that Carter Verlaine is about to have one of these boys. And he, technically, if True Grosjean was smart there, he would have waited and see that his teammate came out, So he would have come and done it himself, like, you know, just been there as a good teammate to... But then if you don't talk to each other... Please stick on best lap tyre. Fine. There you go. I prefer to see what tyres they're actually on. But, you know. There, just have a quick gander at this. There's currently people that are out on different laps. So I don't really want to be looking at one tyre. Is Mayoman still on the softs? Yep. Colin out on the softs as well as Carter Flames gone wide again. So we'll go back and look at Colin. Is that Carter Flame going slow? I would presume so. I'm pretty sure this is invalid, but may not be. Nope, it is. Oh no, it's not. He's just really slow. Wow, I'm firing shots. Oh, as he just saves that. It's a nice save, my friend. Nice save. That's not really helpful for Buttons back. Oh, he's on an out lap. That's okay then. Garfield doing slow as hell. As Colin is about to come and set a brand new lap time of 1:13.6, and he has put himself in front of Mayo Man. Super fighting robot Mayo Man. I'm pretty sure I made this joke in FPS like literally 4 days ago. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 3 days ago. 3 days ago. He is the super fighting robot. This is Mayo Man. True Grosjean's on a lap. Carter Flames ran out of fuel. This is why you put enough fuel to do a lap. To do like what, a 2 lap or 3 laps, you know? As True Grosjean comes across the line with a 1:13.9, which is an improvement, and puts himself 7.88 tenths in front of his teammate. So well done that man. Even though for some reason, apparently he's not set a lap time. A lap. Okay, that makes sense, you know. Rider PJ Killer getting close to a wall there. And here's Tibson, who I haven't looked at yet, but hi Tibson. You know, Tibson. What a lad. I haven't been commentating for a while, you know. Yes, I commentated Monday and Tuesday, but I really haven't got into the swing of things, so I'm kind of like, I don't know what to do currently. I'm not giddy, I'm just me. But I really need to get into that commentator's frame of mind that I normally have. As Tibson goes back into the pits. Oh no, Buttons back, going slowly for the corner. Carter Flames still hasn't even... No, he's finally in the 3rd sector. I will bet anyone a tenner that Carter Flame won't make it to the pits before Rider PJ Killer makes it to Carter Flame. Now just put bet in the comments quickly if you want to bet on that. As you can see here, those two are relatively close to each other. And I mean like into the pits, where it actually says pit on the side of his thing. But he's got into the pit lane. Oh, it's nowhere near close. Carter Flame is in the pits already. Whoever didn't say bet, yeah, probably feels stupid right now. Tibbs went back into the pits. Did Buttons back just set a brand new lap time? Hold up. No, he did, but it was like a really shit one. Or mediums. Like, why would you even go on mediums when they're like a whole second and a bit slower? Rider PJ Killer over 1:13.5 on the mediums. I mean, looking at the people who have set lap times behind him, really, he could argue that he could finish 6th here today. And heck, if someone in front of him crashes, he could be fighting for even higher. So, go on, Rider PJ Killer. I don't know how many points... Well, I don't know how many points he's got, I just haven't been asked to look. Sorry, Rider PJ Killer, you're not that important. It's a joke, don't get triggered. Trust me. I know how that feels. Yeah, Rider PJ Killer, owner of 10 points, and he's fighting here with F1 Grosjean to technically gain some more points. And he does need to gain quite a few to gain up to his teammate Colin, but Colin has been in here the whole season. Rider PJ Killer hasn't. He only turned up a few races ago. And look at him now, he's fighting for some good points. Currently though, Crackerjack is the best medium runner, and is right, but unfortunately is right behind a hard runner in Bazooka Joe. I mean, as much as, you know, I can applaud Crackerjack being the fastest medium runner, which is really good, he's also stuck behind two people on hards, so he will need to either push through and beat Bazooka Joe, or have to really work hard and just hope to spread his tyres long enough so that he can do the same strat as the hard tyre runners. Unfortunately, I just think that mediums are too close to softs in terms of tyre lasting. Ooh, Mayo Man unlucky there. Yeah, they last about the same amount of time as softs do, but, well, up to plus a few laps, like 3 or 4. But their pace is more closer to mediums, which is kind of the annoying thing, really. It's Colin and Mayo Man both starting a brand new lap here. Racing Maestro about to finish one on some fresh softs. Can he beat his 1:13.4? And he's looking kind of quick so far. This could be a lot better than his other lap time. As here we go, it's going to be a 1:13.3, and Racing Maestro has got in front of Bazooka Joe and Crackerjack here. There's a yellow Insector too. Who's that Pokemon? I don't actually know. So yeah, it's a Pokemon. But I think it might have been Mayo actually, as Colin's got past him here, and now Colin is in 9th position. Big up, Colin. Oh, 8th position. My apologies. 8th position. Well done, Colin. There's a yellow flag in Sector 2. Who's that Pokemon? I was literally just looking at whoever. I'd have no idea who it is. Oh, it's probably Crackerjack. Just blame Crackerjack for all the world's problems. It's because he's Australian. Sorry, I mean New Zealand. Don't ever call him Australian. He gets big triggered from that. As time comes over 1:14.1, unfortunately not an improvement, but Tipson over 1:11. Get in there, Tipson. 1:11.5, that is a massive improvement. And I have to admit, I don't really think anyone else could beat that time. Bazooka Joe, though, what's he currently on? He's on mediums, but has backed out of this lap. Mayo Man, I believe, also backed out of his lap as well. Yeah, so it's True Grojon currently on a lap. Needs to be at 1:39, and it looks like he has beaten that for 1:12.6. Ooh, True Grojon on the softs there. Going at 7/10ths quicker than Racing Maestro. Very quick indeed. Actually second the same time as Black Phoenix here. As you can see, Carter though, his teammate, currently not on for the best time as Colin. Don't know what happened there. As you can see, it's the Renault of Mayo Man behind him as well. Let's see, Carter trying to improve in a 1:14.7. Unfortunately for the Swede, it's currently not gone in his favour today. He is a whole second behind Mayo Man in timings, but can he improve that here? It will be a 1:13.2, and Carter Fellame up into 5th position. 5th. Did I say 4th? I meant 5th, okay. Buttons back on his out lap. Black Phoenix happy with his hard lap. That is interesting. Mayo Man, Colin and Rider PJ Killer all happy with their times as well, so you know that they can't set another. Racing Maestro is coming for his final lap here. Black Phoenix has retired, which confirms he has, well, he's happy with his lap. There's a yellow in Sector 3. Oh no, it's a wild Crackerjack. No, it's not. I think Crackerjack might just confirm that that is his race over and done with here. But everyone else still has a chance to play apart from the back 3, which are confirmed to be Swanee in 12th, Mayo Man 11th, Colin 10th and Rider PG Killer in 9th. With a few exceptions, well, no, obviously with a few people in the middle here still being able to set a lap. As Bazooka Joe's at a 1:12.7, Tibson happy with his lap time. Can Bazooka Joe beat his lap here? He's already gone 2 laps on these tyres, and I don't think he's going to be able to take them another one. Carter Verlaine keeps his 6th place here, which was 7th. Was 5th, sorry, until Bazooka Joe just went, no, fuck you. Crackerjack into the pits. Racing Maestro here. Currently not looking like he's about to beat his time as Crackerjack retires. Bazooka Joe also went into the pits, which told people not to do. And then he's retired. Okay, you know what? If you would go into the pits and then retire, that's okay. True Grosjean might be able to set a new time here? No, I don't think he can. Yeah, there's no new time there. So, like, I find it funny, nobody apart from Bazooka Joe set a better lap. That's just weird. Like, only one person improving their lap time after the flag's gone. So, I mean, Tibson with a 9/10 lead here. But then, between basically Buttons back here in 2nd and everyone else, there is a 1.2 second gap. I mean, that is interesting. Obviously, Blackvin's are 2nd behind Tibson on 2 compounds weaker. It's looking very, very tasty here, and a lot of drivers could be set up for quite good races. I'm especially excited about what Crackerjack and Ryder PG Killer can do, possibly if they can beat Racing Maestro and Carter Verlaine in front of them, and if they can even beat each other. See, I'm not sure out the medium runners what the strat's going to be. Like, I'm pretty sure it is softs to hards here. Personally, I wouldn't do that. I would go soft, medium, but or soft, medium, soft, depending on how you want to, use your fuel and stuff. But it's a very weird one. So as we know, Swanee is here today, but he also won't be in Red Bull. So yeah, that's just kind of a if nor but, nor coconut. Just checking if there's any. Yep, there are no extra messages that I've missed. Big shame. As per usual, today does have a non-official sponsor, and this is from Kirkland Spring Water. Unfortunately, Highland dropped me a few weeks ago, and now Kirkland do have me. So yeah. Telemetry, go away. Lap data, you're on. Wait, no, hold on, no. Lap data, go away. Telemetry on. It actually looks kind of nice here today. Oh, that's a surprise. So, as a tyre selection, because 3 people could choose random tyres, Swanee has gone for the hards. Mayorman gone for the mediums, and he's just trying to be a douche. Sorry, Mayorman, but don't do that. And both the hards is in 10th and 9th. Ooh, only 2 people had tyre choices. Oh yeah. So this kind of interests me now. Like, what will happen between Mayorman and Swanee? See, Swanee's got a default setup, so that's fun. Just want to say big rips to the Swan Dog. True Grosjean's keeping his own pace here, should we say. Oh, there we go. As Tibson just brakes to make sure they're back. I do like it when people are very close to each other. Crackerjack, close up to that gap now. Come on. Come on. Faster, Crackerjack, faster. Don't make me kick you. There we go. I'm just being like that because I can. These guys know I'm joking. Like, there is physically no. I'm not abusive, I swear. Oh dear. As like the fact that I'm the league owner, I can get away with making these jokes. So I'm happy if my commentators made these sorts of jokes, but unfortunately I don't have commentators. The only one I did have is just like, you know what? No, I'm not going to commentate for you. Screw you. I was like, oh, big. Did Crackerjack get disqualified? No, he's just 1 minute 41 behind everyone. Come on. We don't have me in the league. I'm not 1 minute 41 behind everyone. Anyway, are we going to get some 5 red lights? Or, like, 5 red lights for round 12 of Rising Phoenix. Away we go. And that is a good start from somebody. Crackerjack just went to the inside, completely trying to get away with that. People are going Oh, there's been one spin. It's been Carter for lame. Is that a move? Oh. True Grosjean trying it on his brother's teammate as his brother crashes into a wall. I'm trying to get to him. Oh, that is unfortunate there. It's now Tibson, Black Phoenix, True Grosjean, Bazooka Joe. And it's looking to me as if Bazooka Joe might get his position on True Grosjean, and he does. It's a good overtake there. Rider PJ Killer having a few problems here nearer to the back. Swanee though up a few positions, so well done Swanee. As Colin has the outs. Alright, a PJ Killer overtaking his teammates. Scary going 3 wide up here. I have to admit, I am always scared when that happens. But Button's back. Don't think he has too bad wing damage. Oh, he does. He actually does. Carter Verlaine only spun, so really it was just a reset to track for him. So it looks like Button's back will be going into the pits as Racing Maestro is racing up into 4th place. Well done, that man. Tips obviously with the fastest lap, but you'd expect that. As to position changes, currently the worst race has been Button's back by far. And then he gets a 5-second penalty for speed in the pit. Oh, that is just harsh. Carter Verlaine also quite a bad race. A good start though for both Mayo Man and Swanee. And also Racing Maestro, you know, he's been up 3 positions. Like, you have to respect that. Crackerjack, though, trying to go up the inside of True Grosjean here. I mean, yeah, he just did. And he tried. Didn't work out. Yeah, he's still on the back here. As Black Phoenix is only 2 tenths away from Tibson. I don't know how he's got so close, but Tibson not doing like so well on these softs. I don't believe. As Black Phoenix is just really powering through on these hards. And in theory, the softs should be a lot faster. I'm kind of unsure how Black Phoenix has actually got into 2nd place here. I know he's quick, but whew. And he's using no ERS. He's on 100%. He's using no ERS. Like, that's the most annoying. And Bazooka Joe, of all people, has got fastest lap. Not even Black Phoenix. Bazooka Joe's been the best game so far. And then he's going to have DRS on these two who'll be fighting. Like, Bazooka Joe here can just take the lead and hopefully run away with it. Come on, Bazooka Joe. I'm not being favourites to anyone, I'm just saying. Like, Black Phoenix was in an Alfa Romeo sandwich at one point and has somehow come out with this on the top. I really don't know how he's done it. Well, I mean, on top, I say that as Bazooka Joe gives Black Phoenix the push he needs to overtake Tibson there. No hard feelings between Tibson and Bazooka Joe here at all. As Bazooka Joe's going to try on Black Phoenix, you're watching on board, as I believe that's probably the best way to do it. Swanee past the rider PJ Killer again. Or PG Killer, whatever, I don't care. And this 3-way battle is looking like an interesting one. Which is Swanee's on there, man. Whoa, Swanee spun. Rider PJ Killer is past him. But then also not past him, because, yeah. How did Swanee get into the right car? Like, I'm pretty sure there's still a Mercedes car free. And yet he got put into a Red Bull. Post-race interviews. So Swanee, I don't care about your race. How did you get into Red Bull? As I say that, he gets a penalty. Ugh. And now the fireworks start. How great. Bugger off. Black Phoenix going round the outside, technically? Yeah, outside of Tibson. Tibson trying to stay in the slipstream. Black Phoenix really stood off his brakes. It's 3 wide. I mean, you just don't do that. As Button's back has the fastest lap of the race. And Tibson's been overtaken by not just Black Phoenix, but his teammate Bazooka Joe as well. Is Tibson going to make a dive? No, he's not, because Bazooka Joe just cuts him off completely. So yellow flag in Sector 1. I wasn't Button's back, so I don't know who it was. Carter Verlaine, though, done very well to catch straight back up to, well, the guys at the back. I don't know how he actually caught up, but he's done it. And he was 17 seconds behind at one point. So I'm really not sure how that's happened. as Tibson is going into the pits. Ooh. Black Phoenix the fastest lap of the race. And he had DRS on Tibson, but Tibson, Racing Maestro and True Rojon all into the pits. I mean, if you're going to qualify on these tyres, the question is, why would you qualify on them so early? Qualify on them at all? Like, what? How would you think that qualifying on, on the softs and only going 3 laps would be helpful in your race? That's like 10% of the race. Like, you want to go at least 50, or maybe 40 on them, because they're softs. Let's do it 2 softs, like 33%, Alright, Swanee overtaking Colin, and I believe Mega Man as well. Kind of wasn't sure who was where there. It's kind of an iffy situation. Mega Man just kind of appeared out, and no! Ooh, Mega Man quite risky defending on Colin there. Has to be called into question, but currently it's looking okay. It's looking fine and dandy as Colin's broken off a bit. And now it's just this 3-way battle, both for Haas. Haas-I? Both the Haas? Yeah, I don't know. But both the Haas drivers are kind of just there. As Black Phoenix and Bazooka Joe sets the fastest lap of the race of all people. There's a yellow in sector 3 and it's Carter Falame. Not sure what happened to him, but I believe he could have just spun. There's a few people getting some warnings here. Very interesting to see that Colin is currently the best racer on the softs, but most of the other soft runners have gone into the pits. As Colin gets past Mayo Man. Mayo Man though still on the inside. Will he be overtaken here by Ryder PJ Killer? That is the question. As they're going side by side, Ryder PJ Killer with the inside, and both the Haas here have just tag teamed Mayo Man. And Mayo Man has been beaten by the pure American power. America! Fuck yeah! I've been waiting to do that for quite a while. If one of the Haas retires today, I'm going to go, America, fuck no. But, I think Button's back might have had another crash, I actually do think he's had another crash because I think 50 seconds behind. As Mayo Man, no. That was just... Ooh. That was dirty, and then he gets on Colin, and so does his teammate. Like, wow. Just wow. No, you actually just can't do that, Mayo Man. That's an illegal move. No. I don't allow it. I mean, Mayo Man definitely having a good start to his career here, getting into quite a few fights with Ryder PG Killer and Colin. And if I was Colin right now, I'd just kind of like rest on these tyres, try and take them as long as I can, and just hope that I can stay in DRS whilst watching this amazing fight. However, maybe not, considering you've got Tibson who's closing you down by quite a bit, quite close behind. And obviously, yes, I understand we have the pit stop window, but for position changes, Swanee up 8. That's pretty blooming good, but nope, coming into the pits, which means Mayo is up against Ryder on their own. Tibson fastest lap of the race? Nope, no, never mind. Well, I was kind of hoping Tibson got fastest lap there, just to scare Black Phoenix a bit. I mean, speaking of Black Phoenix, he's not looking too quick today. Bazooka Joe really keeping up with him quite well. And, I'm afraid to say for Black Phoenix, if Bazooka Joe can keep that up, if Bazooka Joe keeps a pretty good, solid strategy, he will be a hard opponent to take out today. As we definitely know Bazooka Joe can stretch his tyres. And we've seen that many times before. Not just in here, but in WRL as well. Where I also commentate. So, I really think that Bazooka Joe has a good chance of fighting Black Phoenix for this win. Well, that's at least my opinion. Oh, with Black Phoenix having a 3-second time penalty, you know Bazooka Joe's going to capitalise on that one. Alright, as the fights, not much is going on. Tibson down to 1.7 seconds though behind Mayo Man, who's lost out quite a bit to Rider PG Killer. Meanwhile, Carter Flames trying to close in on Colin, which should take a few laps. Definitely. But you never know. All I can tell you currently though is the gap to leader, max of 46 seconds on lap 9, and that is most people having a pit stop, well, half the grid at least. And ignoring Buttons back, who had quite a few crashes though. As, oh, Tibson is in the DRS. I don't even think he'll need it here. Looking how quickly he's gained up just in the lap itself. As Black Phoenix sets the fastest lap of the race. Not really proving a point or anything, but trying to make other racers know that he currently is the fastest out on track today. As I talked about Bazooka Joe for quite a while, but Black Phoenix really did stretch that lead. So you could say he was just holding back for a while. And you've also got the fact that Crackerjack hasn't really gained much to Bazooka Joe, making that statement quite true. As here Tibson goes, he is on the outside. We can see Mayo Man and him coming through here, as Tibson has gone to the inside line, and Mayo Man's, well, trying to just let him through really. As Tibson walks us past him. And now it's race on. Tibson currently the highest racer currently with a pit stop. Gap to lead at about 23 seconds. I wouldn't say pit stop times are 23 seconds, I'd say they're a bit more. But can this undercut work out well for Tibson? That's what I want to know. I mean, he's definitely not got fastest lap this lap, but it is safe to assume that if Rider PG Killer doesn't get in his way, which he hopefully won't be in about 3 seconds in front, I really think Tibson can use this lap just to push, as he's got a lot of VRS, as we can tell by on the screen there. So, hopefully for Tibson, he's about to set a brilliant lap. And we're saying hopefully, as he might not. We don't know. Also, I think Rider PG Killer has been closing in on Swanee quite a bit. Swanee losing time to Crackerjack, so I don't think it's out of the world of realism that Rider PG Killer would be coming to overtake. But being where he is currently, Rider would theoretically be doubling his points. He's already on 10 over a few races, so doubling his points could be something pretty big for him today. And is it likely? Well, it could be. Everything's on the cards, and well, this could be a possible good chance for him. So whilst I look through here, yep. So he's raced 5 races so far this season. Only stored points in 2 of them. One of them he stored 4, the other he stored 6. So definitely a chance for him to get some good points here. And even if he doesn't double his points, he's still going to get a good amount of points. Well, if he keeps up the race like this. So just over a third of the way through the race. Collins seems to have got a bit of a gap to Carter Flame and might be closing in on True Grosjean here. Whilst Ryder's closed on Swanee a bit, and Timpson is still kind of keeping a distance. I mean, it's not like he's purposely trying to, it's quite clear he's closing it down, but that gap is staying at about 2 seconds for now. Also, just look at Ryder's helmet next time you can see it. That's a good helmet. Driver of the day, Ryder, just because of the helmet. I mean, to be fair, if Swanee keeps this form up, definitely think he could get driver of the day. I mean, it's such a good comeback, but, you know, things happen. And we can't rule anyone out of driver of the day yet. Buttons back can still come back and win this if we get an actual safety car. And everyone pits. And he's like the best. Around. Da-na-na-na-na-na, no. Because I'm the best. Around. Ryder has some DRS on Swan. Hee hee. Who's crashed into T1? It was true. Grosjean. And he's lost slightly part of his wing. As his teammates able to overtake? Not. That's jokes. Yeah, so he's always lost the right side part of his wing. Yeah, that's not going to help him. And neither is doing on the grass either. I mean, he could, if I was him, I would be doing the same. He could be going on to hards about now. And just sticking it to the end of the race. Just gonna say. As Ryder did get past Swanee here. So Ryder now into 4th place. Over double his points still. So well done, Ryder. I know I'm probably not gonna... I probably won't remember this from this point in the stream. But I know I'll definitely remember to say it to you lot when I'm racing Maestro for the overtake. Tomorrow, our race is in remembrance of Remembrance Sunday, so for the formation lap, if you'd all join me please in taking a minute's silence. Obviously I don't know if you're doing it, but please do take a minute's silence just for formation lap, yeah, for tomorrow's race, because we do want to remember the deads and all they fought for, not just us but for everyone around the world. So please do take your time and, you know, give them some gratitude, I guess, and respect. Obviously if you don't agree with the day, whether you don't have to give respect, but as a sign of respect and as a sign of, you know, goodwill, we will be doing it, as most of us in the league do believe of Remembrance Day, Remembrance Sunday, so yeah. I'll also be doing it for OBRC if you watch my official channel. Hashtag, yeah. I'm not totally just bigging myself up on my own. Oh, Simpson, should you be doing that? No, he didn't make contact, so yeah. Yeah, he should. Bazooka Joe, though, coming out a good few seconds in front of Timpson. Somebody has definitely played that overcut well. Oh, come on, Swanee, keep fighting Timpson, please. I will just sit back and watch it with Ryder here. I mean, I know Swanee's in the party with me and Black Phoenix currently. Hashtag admin party. But, you know, I don't... Is it likely that Black Phoenix will be telling him to hold him up in the pits? Hold him up? Sorry. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past Black Phoenix, you know. But that's just my opinion, so... Here. This battle's interesting. At least Ryder didn't lose a tyre there. At least he didn't lose a tyre as Racing Maestro gets past. His wing does look quite badly damaged, so I'm assuming Ryder will be going into the pits. As Crackerjack goes into the pits. Oh, he lets Mayo Man through just to go in the pits. That's a nice thing to do. Respect, Ryder. I know some people who are just gone, nah, fuck you, and drove straight into them. Oh, Buttons back on his bro. Trying to go in deep. Fortunately, just didn't work, but True Grosjean gets the position back. Can Buttons back make it past? I know it's a kind of irrelevant battle at this point. It's also a good battle as Swanee and Crackerjack are fighting. This is also another good battle to watch. Castleflame past Rider PG Killer, who will most definitely be going to the end along with Bazooka Joe and Crackerjack. I mean, the medium runners basically have... sorry, the soft... Oh, idiot. You think of mediums are white, but they're not, they're yellow. So the hard runners should be going to about lap 20. And maybe if they can, to about lap 21 or 2. To then possibly go to the mediums or try and take, you know, the softs a bit longer. I would have gone soft, medium, soft, because I believe that's just better than mediums to hards. But there are people like Tibbs on this race who will be struggling with his strat. As Racing Maestro gets a 3-second penalty, and Mega Man is into the pits, Buttons back, and True Grosjean just enjoying their fight here at the back. And Mega Man will be out of the pits behind Castleflame. How far out though? Not too far out. Is it in DRS? Well, that will be a close call to make, but I won't comment on that. Black finished the fastest lap of the race yet again, with Bazooka Joe 23.9 seconds behind, Tibston 3 seconds behind him, and Crackerjack on Tibston's ass. That was an attempt to be a New Zealand accent, but unfortunately I just can't do Australian very well. It's funny because I'm offending him. Oh, Bazooka Joe then gets the fastest lap. Big up Bazooka Joe. You know, if Bazooka Joe wins today's race, I actually don't know what I'll do. I really don't. Yeah, if Bazooka Joe wins today's race, I will let him pick his teammate for next season. Yeah, there. Come on, Crackerjack. Yeah. I'm not being a Bazooka Joe fanboy, but it will be a dream scenario for him if he won today's race. I mean, I believe it would be. I don't know. Would it? Why don't you tell me, Bazooka Joe, in the comments? Or just tell me in the chat when you win. Because I know you can win. Yeah, through Black Phoenix. Nah, jokes. Black Phoenix is a lad. I actually don't know how Tibson's going to cope here. If Crackerjack keeps pressuring him so much, I mean, it's going to be difficult. I mean, for CJ it's not too hard. All he's got to do is get past Tibson, and then his tyres will last longer than Tibson's. So really, this is just a battle for, can he get third place now, or will he have to wait till Tibson's tyres eventually die out? Because it's more than possible that they will. And, you know, he's going to have to go at least 29 laps. Oh dear lord, on those tyres. Tibson's gonna cope just fine. Bro. I feel like Tibson was messaging that. Just have a feeling. We're gonna go watch Mega Man versus Rider PG Killer. I know that lasts like 2 seconds, but yeah, no. Actually, you know what? No, we're not. We're gonna go back to Crackerjack and Tibson. We're just gonna keep for this battle for now. Racing Maestro into the pits after... that's his second pit stop now. Probably going to come back in onto the mediums again, I presume. As Crackerjack round the outside once again, up to the inside for the chicane. Oh, as Tibson swipes him out there. Swanee passed both of them, but then lets them both back through? Okay, Swanee, what are you doing that for? I think Tibson going back out after he spun Crackerjack was kind of an apology. I'm not sure, really. I know Tibson probably didn't mean it, but it will have to be looked at the end of the race as Black Phoenix is onto the mediums. Bazooka Joe out quite far behind. I mean, dear lord. It's as if Black Phoenix didn't even pit. The gap's gone down so little. It's only gone down like 14 seconds. Wow. Just, wow. Can I just say, someone did say in the chat, Tibson's in a coach just fine. Literally less than 30 seconds later, Tibson swiped out Crackerjack. Obviously wasn't on purpose, we know. Well, it may have been, I don't actually know. I just presume they were racing hard and that's how it was. As Tibson gets Crackerjack back here. And so might Swanee as well. Okay, no. Crackerjack does get a 3-second time penalty though. Big oof. What did I say? You said that Tibson was going to cope fine, but then he swipes on out, so, you know, just gonna say. So yellow flag in sector 1 and True Grosjean is out. I'm presuming that's about to turn up here where we've realised he's probably binned it right about here. Oh, yep. Do love a good Ferrari in the middle of the track spun round. Does make my day. It obviously doesn't, but you know. So when he into the pits for mediums, he's going to take them 12 laps. Will Colin get past him? No. That's your simple answer. The long drawn out answer. Possibly he might in the future, but not now. Oh, Tibson going deep. Just to try and block Crackerjack going back fully in the side, but unfortunately for Crackerjack, not unfortunately for Tibson, Crackerjack got the move. Tibson makes a dive bomb. Tibson's just racing really aggressive, and I love it. I actually love it. Black Phoenix the fastest lap, of course. That makes sense. Well, didn't he just go back into the pit? Oh no, that was a few laps ago. Literally, his laps are just going by so fast. This is the battle for third place, kiddos. Tibson v Crackerjack. It's also the battle for the constructors' third place as well. Well, second place actually. Yeah, technically it's not really winnable. Ooh, Tibson there, mate. Yeah, you gotta watch out. Cars for them though went back into the pits and has now got past Mayor Man. Mayor Man, super fighting robot. He shoots Mayor Man. Yeah, that's never gonna catch on, but I'm sure it will one day. One day or another. No, let's not sing One Direction here. It's like the one thing we all don't like. So Cars for them, like Swanee's just gone back into the pits. I want to know though, like, if anyone else plans to go into the pits. I mean, I know Colin actually will be going to the pits for soft, so that's just kind of a fact by now. But I wonder if Tibson will. And he's on 18 lap old hards. You know, the most anyone's taken was 21 laps. And that was Black Phoenix. And I'm sorry, but if you're a Tibson fan, do you really want him to take his mediums 29 laps? That's my question. And by, if you're a Tibson fan, I mean like that one guy in the comment section who'd be like, Tibson, yeah boy. Oh, I love people like that. I've got pins and needles in my hand. Oh god. Touching the controller hurt. Well, it didn't hurt, but you know. When you got pins and needles in a hand, it's just not great, is it? But yeah, that was not fun. The yellow in Sector 3 and his charter for Lame. Ooh, Crackerjack doing well to block Tibson there. Big up Tibson. I respect Tibson. I actually want him to get this third place season trying so blooming hard. I also want Crackerjack too, so you know. The real OG. It just sounds like Ophiolu's just made a fake account here. Oh, Carter for Lame did spin in Sector 3, or whatever sector it was at the time. Ooh. You don't go too wide up there. And I knew it. Tibson's down in the pits. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I blooming knew it. Which kind of gives Crackerjack third place at this point, but will it go 24th? And if it does, how long can he keep it? He's done on the medium. What? Tibson? Tibson, what are you doing? You could have gone for fastest lap. I know the softs can last longer than 9 laps. Colin into the pits. He's taken his mediums 17 laps. You know, baby numbers for Tibson, only taking his mediums 19, his hards 19. Colin can take his mediums 17. Yeah. Just feel like Colin's that kind of guy who just tyre saves. He does nothing else but tyre saves. And you know, he just doesn't care. It's like Crackerjack, who will take a pair of softs in the wet for about 20 something laps. Oh dear, those were the days. Those were the days indeed. 8 laps left. And yeah. Oh, has Black Phoenix lapped Carter for Lame? Oh, he has. That is unfortunate. And Mayo Man. And yeah, soon about to be Colin as well. And look at the gap to the leader. It's a pretty close midfield, I have to say. Then just the 3 at the back. Kind of, we've been lapped already, but only one of those 3 can get points. So, will it be Mayo, will it be Carter for Lame, or will it be Buttons back? Oh no, only 2 of the 3 actually, so who won't get the points? Or will it be Colin? Might he crash? You don't know. Nobody knows. Ooh, it's a ghost story. No jokes. I don't even know how it's jokes, it's just, yeah, it just happens. Whew. And nobody's really at that point where they could be doing bad on tyre wear. And the only person who even possibly has a chance of being bad on tyre wear would be Bazooka Joe. Or Buttons back, but Buttons back's down a lap, so, you know. Only for Bazooka Joe because he's done 12 laps. Kind of same as Crackerjack here, gone 11 laps. You know, they'll be doing about 19, 18. Same as Tibson, but, you know. So yellow in Sector 1, it wasn't Tibson, that's a big rip. And none of these guys are actually in Sector 1, so who is it then? Oh, it's Buttons back. That's unfortunate. That is an unfortunate turn of events for him. Well, I'd have to say this, Ryder PG Killer currently losing time to Racing Maestro here. The man who is his own Valentine. No, hold on, it's not Racing Valentine, it's Racing Maestro. Oh, never mind. Ah, dear. You know what? Let's just, yeah, let's never try comedy again. Also, just a quick one. Cheers for the 20 subs on the channel. You know, it's like an 11th of the amount of subs I have, so that's pretty good. I'm not boasting at all. I'm actually just really impressed with the fact that there's 20 of you even watch this channel. So, thanks, guys. All of you are amazing. Apart from that one guy who wants that one certain person to win. I wonder who that is. Jokes. Jokes. I want Tibson to win. I want everyone to win a race at least once. Oh! Right, a PG killer into the barrier. As Lego's Black Phoenix and his teammate Colin. That's 2 more people a lap down. Hey, Ryder has a chance though. He does have a chance. He just needs to make sure that now 14... Well, just needs to make sure that he doesn't lose 18 seconds in the pits and goes on to softs looking for fastest lap. How hard could that be, right? As far as Colin's gaining DRS on Black Phoenix. That's fun. Oh yeah, Ryder PJ Killer does need a wing change though. Ooh. This could be costly. Yeah, it was all going so well. Who's crashed in sector 3? I don't know. I may believe it's Racing Maestro. Oh no, it's Ryder PJ Killer. Yeah, not a good start. Oh, Buttons backs into the pits. Put on softs. Put on the softs. Actually, to be fair, Ryder PG Killer doesn't need to worry about not getting points because he's kind of close to lapping F1 Buttons back, who also hasn't, who's actually not got any points at this moment in time. But you know, the more points the merrier. It's kind of how it goes, right? I guess. And that's just lap 30 though. I will just have a look at the time penalties. So Black Phoenix has 1. Bazooka Joe has 1. Let's actually check Black Phoenix got 2 or not. No, just a warning. Crackerjack has 1, 2, 3. That's 9 seconds. Tibson has 9 seconds as well. Swanee has 9 plus 14 seconds. Racing Maestro has 9 seconds. Colin has 3 seconds. Mayman has 9 seconds. So most people have about 9 seconds of time penalties. Carter Falame has none. Respect to that. Ryder PJ Killer has 8. So most people have about 9 seconds. And the only exceptions really being Bazooka Joe, Black Phoenix, Colin and Carter Falame. Well, let's call Colin and Carter Falame for not getting warnings or penalties. Well, a few warnings here and there, but like not getting penalties, the main thing. That's really going to help them. I think Carter Falame is actually going to gain on Mayo Man. As there goes Tibson. Oh, Bazooka Joe, sorry. The wrong Alpha driver. The number 1 Alpha driver. Wink wink, Bazooka Joe. Ha, end me. But yeah, Colin should easily gain on Racing Meister here. And just, I know even through pace, but just through penalties alone. So well done Colin for 6th. Let's not get our hopes up though. Still a few laps left of this race, and a lot can still happen. I say a lot, not too much, but enough. As it, here comes Black Phoenix on Racing Maestro. Don't actually know if leaders get DRS from these guys. I'm hoping they do, but as in they're kind of ghosted, I don't think they would. Yeah, I don't think leaders get AI ghosts. Well, ghosts in theory with DRS. Oh no, Black Phoenix does. Okay, so they do. That just confirms something I didn't know. That's good to hear. That's not just keeping Black Phoenix in the lead at this moment in time. Only 2 laps left to go, and it looks like he will have a solid win on his hands today. Meanwhile, Colin 4.8 seconds, 4.7 now, off Racing Maestros. Oh, Carter Verlaine unfortunately has a 3-second time penalty. Shouldn't affect him in the long run, I'm just saying, but if he does go down to 6 seconds behind Mayoman, he will not be gaining the position on him. And that's basically a second in between the two of them, so in between Kart getting the position or not. This is now lap 33 for Black Phoenix, as he is starting his penultimate lap. Most of the drivers are trying to get a good lap out there. Carter Verlaine really has to keep within those few seconds. He's got where it takes it, I just don't know if he can keep it. It's now gone down to 5.5 already. Well, now we're down to 4.7, so 4.2. Carter Verlaine kind of has a stroke of luck there. Really impressive for him. And so does Ryder PJ Killer, also closing in on Carter Verlaine. Well, this could be quite interesting for him. Colin also very likely to overtake Racing Maestro at this point. It's not certain yet, but it's fairly likely. As Timpson gets another 3-second time penalty, there's a yellow flag. Racing Maestro in Sector 3. Ooh, this has opened up a door. Well, for not much really, just Racing Maestro's crashed. Black Phoenix through though. This is another penalty. Doesn't really add much to today's race. It just means that he's less likely to be super far behind. However, Carter Verlaine 4 seconds behind Mayoman, looking good so far. And today's MVP, not Driver of the Day, because I don't do Driver of the Day first, but today's MVP definitely has to be Black Phoenix. It's really dominated today's race. But I think I will give Driver of the Day actually, and I'm going to say it hopefully before Black Phoenix goes to the line, but Driver of the Day today, Crackerjack. Up 5 positions. Personally, I don't know what I thought he'd have. It had happened to him today, but he came third. He's in third, and that's brilliant. Well done to Black Phoenix across the line in first position. Obviously, we won't get Bazooka Joe next. I actually think we'll get Colin next. So Colin coming across the line for 6th. A very good points position for him. Racing Maestro in 7th. It then should be, well, it's Buttons back next in 11th. Then it should probably be Bazooka Joe, I think. And Bazooka Joe lost a lot of time to Black Phoenix, especially in that last stint, 31.7 seconds behind. A big lead Black Phoenix had there. Bazooka Joe just didn't have the pace on those hards. As Carter Verlaine beats Mayoman across the line. Ryder PJ Killer taking 10th. Crackerjack in 3rd position. So, good point scoring day today for Haas. Tibson collecting 4th, as Swanee will come home in 5th. And you know what? I think today's race could have gone a lot better if Tibson had chosen to go on the back onto the softs. That's all I'm going to say. If he'd chosen the softs, things might have gone better. Just saying. Or maybe if he actually made a good move on Crackerjack, but you know. Just saying. As I keep pressing X on that screen accidentally, but well done to Black Phoenix for today's win. Well done to Bazooka Joe for today's 2nd place. Well done to Crackerjack for a podium. Really good stuff from him. Tibson in 4th position, but making the 2-stop work pretty convincingly. Same thing as Colin actually, doing that 2-stop quite well. In fact, the worst 1-stop was Mayoman. But considering he had the slowest lap time out of anyone today, it's fair to say that he was unlucky. But well done to everyone, and Ryder PJ Killer, even though he got unlucky towards the end, definitely raced well. But my driver today is Crackerjack. So well done, Crackerjack. Also to everyone else, remember, for tomorrow, it is our day of remembrance, so we'll be having a formation lap of silence. Anyway, I've been your host. I'll see you next time. Peace.